Welcome all of you. My name is Dr. Mohammad Fiaz from University of Education, DG Khan campus. In this video, we will study about the armyworm. The scientific name of armyworm is Spodoptera litura and its family is Noctuidae and order Lepidoptera. Here in this video, we will discuss about general introduction, life cycle, biology, damage, and control of armyworm. Spodoptera litura or armyworm is one of the most important insect pests of agricultural crops in the Asian tropics. It is widely distributed throughout the tropical and temperate Asia, Australia, and Pacific islands. Records of armyworm having limited distribution uh, in Germany, Russian Federation, Russian Far East, and UK and the Reunion may in fact refer to armyworm. Both species of Litura and Littoralis are totally polyphagous and therefore have huge potential to invade new areas, to adapt to new climate and ecological situations. The Spodoptera group consists of closely related species with similar ecology that are difficult to identify to species level. The two Old World cotton leafworm species, Spodoptera litura and Spodoptera litteraris, are allopatric. Their range is covering Asia and Africa, Europe, and the Middle East, respectively. It is a terrestrial insect pest and can be found attacking anywhere and everywhere, whether it is managed form or natural or semi-natural grasslands. You can find this insect anywhere. Talking about its life cycle, Spodoptera eggs are laid in clusters of several hundreds, usually on the upper surfaces of the leaf. Fecundity varies from 2000 to 2600 eggs, and oviposition days are from 6 to 8 days. The developmental thresholds and thermal requirements for different stages of Spodoptera are 64 days degrees above threshold 8 degrees centigrade. From oviposition to egg hatch, the larval period required 303 degree days and the pupal stage 155 degree days above a 10 degree centigrade threshold level. Eggs take 2 to 3 days to hatch. The larvae disperse quickly from the egg batch in the groundnut. Newly hatched larvae can be detected by the scratch marks they make on the leaf surfaces. The older leaves are night feeders and are usually found in the soil around the base of the plant during the daytime. They can chew large areas of the leaf and at night population densities cause complete defoliation. The larva can migrate in large groups from one field to another. In lighter soils, the larva, while hiding in the soil during daytime, can also cause damage to groundnut pods. The larvae go through 6 instars and the final instars weigh up to 800 milligram. Individual larvae can consume around 4 gram fresh weight of groundnut foliage or the cotton leaves. However, 80% of the total consumption is the final instar. The larva is hairless, variable in color. Young larvae are light green in color. The later instars are dark green to brown on their backs, sides of the body with dark and light longitudinal bands. Dorsal side with two dark semilunar spots laterally on each segment, except for the prothorax. Interrupting the lateral lines on the first segment. Although the markings are variable, a bright yellow strip along the length of the dorsal surface is characteristic of Spodoptera litura larva. Larval instars can be distinguished on the basis of head capsule width ranging from 2.7 to 25 mm. Body length ranges from 2.3 to 32 mm. The pupa is 15 to 20 mm long, red brown, tip of the abdomen with two small spines. Pupation takes place in the soil close to the plants. The pupal period lasts about 7 to 10 days. After adult emergence, peak oviposition occurs on the second night. Females mate 3 or 4 times during their lifetime, while males mate up to 10 times. Moth with grey brown body, 15 to 20 mm long, wingspan about 30 to 38 mm. The forewings are grey to reddish brown with a strongly variegated pattern and paler lines along the veins. The hindwings are greyish white with grey margins, often with dark veins in Spodoptera litura but without in Spodoptera littoralis. The life cycle is completed about 32 to 60 days. Armyworm is an important insect pest of the cotton. It causes heavy damage to cotton and lowers production. The adult is a dark brown moth with white lines on its wings. However, it is the worm-like young, which is also called larva, that cause the damage. The larva is the size of your small finger and has bright yellow lines on the back and sides of the body. On touching, the larva curls at once and drops. Eggs are laid on the underside of the leaves. To begin with, the eggs are greenish and turn black later on. The larvae feed on leaves, stems, and balls. After larvae have fed on the leaves, it appears as if large chunks of the leaves are missing. If the attack is severe, all of the green part of the leaf is missing and only veins are left behind. Talking about control, remove weeds and other alternate host plants from the field while preparing seed beds. Practice deep plowing to expose pupa to sunlight and birds during winter. Sorry. Manually collect and destroy egg masses and newly emerged larvae from March to November. Janther is the most preferred alternate host plant of armyworm, so rotivate janther at the end of April to check its shifting on cotton crop. Destroy crop residues outside the field after harvesting the crop. Make trenches about 1 feet deep around the heavily attached fields and fill with water to avoid larval movement from one field to another field. Sow millet in July to attract birds that feed on the larva. While in case of chemical control, you can spray lufuran at the rate of 200 ml per acre or spinosad at the rate of 100 ml per acre whenever the larva is seen in the field. In the initial stage, spray in patches. Purchase pesticides from an authorized pesticide dealer. When using a pesticide, always wear protective clothing and follow the instructions on the product label, such as dosage, time of application, and pre harvest interval. So, this was all about today's lecture of armyworm and its detail. Hope to see you in the next one. Until then, take care.